We're recording. Okay. Wow.
Hey, everybody.
Wow.
Welcome back to another episode of Find Your Beach, the only podcast hosted by a couple of comedians that are also a couple that started the first day of quarantine and can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Can't get out of quarantine.
It was really accurate.
Can't.
Started off way too broad, got very specific, and you nailed it. Guys, this is a Patreon episode.
So fuck you.
So fuck you, and
Yeah.
we're not gonna listen. You're giving us money, so we are not gonna try.
Yeah.
All right.
Tim Dillon, who's the richest Patreon person in history, he said, just make sure the Patreon episodes are the funniest episodes you do. And we said,
what fuck that idea?
What if we flipped it?
Yeah, what if we took what has created so much success for you and we did the opposite?
It's called being an upsetter.
It's called being an edgelord. Tim,
Yeah,
look it
Tim.
up.
We're anti-comedy. That's our art. Hey, Rosebud, I had an idea for today's episode.
What was it?
It
Andy?
was that in lieu of Rosebud, we both go to therapists. Our therapists are actually romantically involved. But
Which is healthy.
yes. But Rosebud does not want to go to couples therapy because she does not like when there is a objective referee. So she doesn't like that.
I don't like that
so
at all.
we will not see a couples therapist because...
But I am open to the idea of couples therapy if, as a couple, we act as one another's therapists.
That was my idea.
Yeah.
So you knew it?
No, I'm saying I'm comfortable with it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's exactly my idea. Except I think we should probably gamify it a little bit. Mm-hmm. And we will both be each other's therapist
Okay.
for 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then we will have an argument for either side why the other one is more messed up. Okay?
Okay.
And then we will put a poll on the Patreon and people can vote
People can vote on the episode.
who is the most fucked up.
It's really fucked up, Andy.
And also, if any of you fucking cute bitches who just are like, I love Rosebud from Two Less Lonely Girls, I'll die for her. Don't vote like that. I want you to vote based on the episode.
Are you kidding me?
I want you to vote on the episode.
You're gonna try to talk to my fans like that? I will destroy you.
You already have.
I will remove your teeth one by one in your sleep.
You've never been awake when I was asleep, all right?
It doesn't matter. I'll
You-
figure out a way to do it, and I'll take your teeth out, and I'll hide them under the pillow like a fucked up tooth fairy in reverse.
Parrot. You guys know when the tooth parrot comes? Caw-caw! Just fly. That toucan flies
Like
in your
a
window.
tooth parrot in reverse. You know the tooth parrot. He flies into your room. He puts teeth in your mouth. This is the opposite. This tooth parrot pulls them out while you're sleeping and then leaves them under your pillow like poop.
Yeah, I honestly, how
Like little parrot droppings under your pillow.
it worked when I was a kid, was that the tooth parrot would leave money under my pillow to pay in advance for the teeth. And because I needed the money, I would just take my teeth out and give them to the tooth parrot.
Why didn't you just take the money and then keep your teeth?
You want to be in the red with a fucking tooth parrot? Good fucking luck, all right? They can get in anything, and they are vicious when provoked. Okay? You pissed off the Yugoslavians on the last episode? Mm-hmm. That's child's play. You think like a bunch of Balkans with machine guns in a tulip farm?
Let me explain something to you. I can't piss off the Yugoslavians because I have one of the last Yugoslavian passports.
Okay.
The very last.
You got
It's
the
the
last
only
one?
passport that you don't have to show a picture of your face with because it's so rare.
Yeah.
You just show the front of the passport and they let you go. So,
Hey.
yeah, you're not the only one who knows history on this podcast, bitch.
Okay, you don't. Honestly, you're never supposed to talk. You're not supposed to say bitch when you talk about Yugoslavians, like even around it.
That's not true.
Because
You're just making
bitch
that up.
in Yugoslavian actually means your mother's a whore. and
That's not
they're
true either.
they're a matriarchal society. It's really bad.
No, it's not. That's not actually.
I do want to say this. I saw an Instagram ad this week, and it said if you can prove that you have Sephardic blood, you can get a Portuguese passport. That's true. Are you going to do it, Matt? I'm not Sephardic. I'm Ashkenazi. Ugh, gross. Ugh, Ashkenazi. Ugh.
What the fuck?
Rosebud doesn't know what we're talking about.
I know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay, what's an Ashkenazi?
I hope it's
what's
a
an
Jew.
Ashkenazi? What part?
It's a different part.
Where are the Ashkenazis from?
I don't know which part of Europe.
Guess.
I don't know.
They're the Russian and Eastern European ones.
That's what I was gonna
The
say.
Sephardic ones are the Mediterranean, Northern
That's
African
what I was
ones.
gonna say. God damn it!
And then the Mizrahi are the ones from Iran and Iraq.
I met Isaac
how
Mizrahi.
Yeah, you did. And that's actually when anybody's name
He's a Sephardic Jew.
they lump themselves in with the Sephardics. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This isn't a Judaism pod. Okay? We're not playing klezmer music to start it. All right?
All right.
Anyways, who wants to go first with therapy?
I'll go first.
Are you the therapist or am I the therapist?
It's your game. You decide.
No, if you're
Tooth
going
parrot.
first, do you want to... Don't call me the tooth parrot. All right? You're walking on eggshells. Mm-hmm. Okay. So are you the patient? What would you like to be first, the patient or the therapist?
I want to be the patient.
Okay.
Okay.
It's me shutting the door to my office.
Okay.
Rosebud, take a seat.
I am sitting. I'm sitting already.
Okay. How's your week been? Tell me what's up. What's going on?
It's been all right. Do I do it how I really do therapy?
It's your hour, so whatever you want to talk about.
Okay. I've been reading this book by Charlie Kaufman. Mm-hmm. It's called Antkind.
Yeah.
And so this is what I do in therapy is I'll waste a lot of time talking about something that I'm reading so I can avoid talking about my feelings.
Well, you're in therapy right now, so you're just kind of being meta for no reason. Okay. So just how is it? Do you like it? Do you relate to it?
I really love it. It's very funny. It talks about this guy who's like, well, he's sort of like he's a woke critic. Mm-hmm. And he kind of does remind me a little bit of my husband.
Oh, okay.
Should I read you the first paragraph?
No,
I will.
That seems like a waste of time for a podcast.
I'll do that just because it's so.
If we were doing therapy
so
in a
accurately
podcast,
represents who my husband is.
I don't
in a lot of ways,
know.
like
I
the
feel
same.
like
He's snobby in the same way as my husband. So hold on.
I'd kind of like to talk about you today, but once again,
Well,
it is your hour.
We are talking about me. This is talking about me. This is what upsets me about my husband. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Hold on. Sorry this is taking me so long. I'm just gathering up my thoughts.
It's just therapy. It's not like it's a podcast that people pay to listen to.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. This is like how my husband is, he's talking about his beard and he's talking about how it's like, he goes, my beard is a wonder. It's the beard of Whitman, of Rasputin, of Darwin, yet it is uniquely mine. It's a salt and pepper steel wool cotton candy confection, much too long, wispy, and unruly to be fashionable. And it's its very unfashionability that makes the strongest statement.
Does your husband have a beard?
No.
Okay.
It says, I don't care a Whitman about fashion. I don't care about attractiveness. This beard is too big for my narrow face. It's too wide. This beard is too bottom heavy for my bald head. It's off-putting. So if you come to me on my terms.
Wow.
And this is sort of how I feel about my husband's bald spot. Like he's sort of flashing it around. He won't wear a hat. And it's like he's trying to make a statement that he doesn't care what people think of him when actually it feels like he's pushing people away.
Do you kind of take on some kind of responsibility for your husband's appearance? Like it somehow is a reflection of your own beauty or your collective beauty?
No, but it does feel like it's pushing me away.
Okay.
It feels like it's saying, fuck you, stay away from me. And I don't like when you look at me.
Have you spoken about this with your husband?
Yeah.
And what does he say?
He says I'm mean.
Oh.
He says I'm mean and that everyone in the YouTube comments would agree with him.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you give your husband the space to be honest about his feelings?
Yes.
And so
I give him the space, but it's also like there's not enough space in the world to hold all of his feelings.
he has a lot of feelings.
Yeah, it's like we don't live in a warehouse, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. So do you think that the balding is because I at one point I feel like you were kind of supportive of the shaving of his head. I remember in our last session.
Yeah.
And then
what do you mean in our last session?
Just the last time that we had a session, you spoke about the
Was
last
I
time.
hypnotized for this session?
No, you remember when we all got together and smoked weed? A session. But it seemed like you were kind of supportive of him shaving his head. You actually, I think I remember you saying that you helped him shave his head.
I did help him.
And
yeah.
then ever since then, you've kind of been, I don't know, like unattracted to him, a little less enthused about the relationship.
No,
I've been
attracted to him. I've been attracted to him. If you mean, what do you mean?
Attraction, physically attracted.
Yeah, no, but I've been fucking him regularly.
Okay.
So, yeah.
What's regularly to you?
Like 3 times a week.
You think that's how many times you have sex with your husband?
Are you watching?
No.
It feels like you're watching.
I'm not watching. I'm just asking if that's if those are the numbers on the ground.
Okay, twice a week.
Okay. That's good. And that's enough for you.
I mean, yes, with the current state of his hair, yes.
Okay. So it is somewhat of a turnoff.
Sometimes, yeah.
And why? Why do you think it's a turnoff?
Just because like it's like a weird shape, you know, like there's like a don't make me say this.
It's your time. If you don't feel comfortable talking about it.
No, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay, that's fine. So
the point is I love my husband and it doesn't matter what he looks like and I'm attracted to him regardless.
Do you really believe that?
Yes.
Even if he got like fat and like lost all his hair and
sometimes I actually imagine him getting fat and I think he's cute. I'm like, it would be cute
if he got fat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes I imagine him just getting a little pudgy and how tired he looks in the morning and how he would just look like a tired little baby if he was fat.
Yeah. Okay, well,
that's normal.
That's been our hour.
What?
Yep.
Really?
It's time to go, but just please Venmo me that $300.
Okay. Feels like a lot of money.
Owe me from the Madison Square Garden event that we went to.
Okay.
Therapist night at the Knicks game. patient therapist night at the Knicks game.
Okay.
You said that you were going to pay for the tickets. And
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways.
It feels like I didn't really work through anything. Like you didn't give me any advice or like.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just, you know what? I looked at the clock wrong. You do have a couple more minutes.
Okay.
I guess I'm just trying to find out. I feel like you were evading kind of some feelings. You do seem to kind of want to control your kind of husband's narrative. You kind of seems like you want to kind of like tell him kind of like the way things should go. Mm-hmm. Do you think that you're afraid to be vulnerable or taken care of by your husband?
Do I feel afraid to be taken care of by my husband? Maybe. Yeah, a little bit.
And why?
Because he has a shaky hand.
Okay.
And so I worry that like, you know, in the process of taking care of me, he would spill hot coffee on my face.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if he was taking my temperature while I was sick, you know, and he slipped, it would just, he'd it would just go all the way down my throat and I'd choke,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, I think what you need to do is communicate your needs before they become urgent.
Communicate my needs before they become urgent.
So, like a lot of times, what you do, we've talked about this in previous sessions, is that you think you can do everything, and then you get overwhelmed,
Right.
And then you act like a total bitch ass.
Wow.
Yeah, this is your words, not mine. I'm just repeating back what you told me, and then you
Feels
kind of
not
explode.
like me.
And so, I think that you would be served better if you were just to say your needs and just maybe be a little bit more communicative. And no man is an island is something I heard once, and that seems like a good way to end the session.
Okay, cool. All right. Should we, do you want to step into my office?
I'm sorry. We haven't ended our session.
Oh, I just meant, after we have, I was inviting you to have sex with me.
Okay. No.
Okay. Okay.
Good day.
Good day. I have therapy in a haunted house.
No, it's just like an older building. Oh, wow.
Actually, hello. That's just how I say hello with a whistle.
With a slide
whistle.
Hi, doctor.
Hi, Andy. Welcome to therapy.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming today.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It is awesome. It's awesome to have you, and I'm so excited to jump right in. Okay? So, Andy, we were talking last week about your wife being the greatest woman you've ever met.
Yeah.
I want to expand on that.
I think, on
today.
some further...
I want to just go in. Let's get into it. You know what I mean? Let's dig into that. What is it that you love about your wife?
I think that I was maybe like hyperbolizing a little bit.
I don't
last
think
time.
so, Andy. It felt really real.
Yeah.
And I trust you.
Uh-huh.
I want you to know that I believe you when you say that you love your wife more than you love anything.
Yeah.
So let's hear it. What do you love about her?
To her drive, the way she...
Her sex drive.
I wouldn't say that
Off
so
the charts,
much.
right?
Sometimes.
Insatiable. That's what I've heard.
You've heard that? Mm-hmm. From who?
Everyone.
Wow. Okay.
Everyone, Andy. Including you.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard to kind of meet her needs, especially because they're kind of elusive. But also, I love her drive. I love the way she always knows exactly what she does and doesn't want to do, and kind of like knows what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
Or even if I want to do it, she knows that I don't want to do it. And
so she's wise.
yeah, she's wise. She's kind of an old soul. She's got crow's feet, and
I don't hear that about her.
do you get a lot of updates about my wife?
Yeah, I've Googled her. I have Google alerts set up for her. And let me tell you something. Her skin is immaculate.
Yeah,
so.
she does that. She always kind of looks damp. She looks like she's crowning a lot. She's beautiful. She's funny.
Wow.
She a lot of times she does this really cute thing where she comes home and she just looks at her phone for like 5 to 7 hours.
She gives you your space.
Yeah, and
that's beautiful. Wow, that's very thoughtful of her.
When I talk to her, she just goes, huh? And then like doesn't react. And then like maybe like an hour later, she'll be like, what did you ask me? And then I'll be like, oh, it doesn't matter. And then she'll be like, it's this really funny bit she does. She'll go like, no, it's like I was doing something. Don't be a bitch about it.
Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah,
so she's funny.
Yeah, she's really funny.
Okay.
And she really knows what she wants.
Yeah.
And I think it comes from like a lot of like, just like she kind of built her own like identity and world because she came from a lot of money and boarding schools and all this stuff. And like just
I heard she went to public school.
She did go to public school, but that was only because her parents knew that she would get kicked out of the boarding schools. But she comes from generational wealth, and she's like been to the White House a bunch. She's kind of old money, but she's been able to separate herself from that. And I like that she's kind of like, she's forged her own path. Because a lot of people think it's like interesting when like a poor person kind of picks themselves up from their bootstraps and like makes something from, but it's actually harder to do it if you're rich. So,
I've heard that from a lot of people, that, you know, the most interesting stories are those where it's like not starting from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah.
But it's like starting from the top and we're still doing okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I've heard is sort of the new wave of
inspirational
stories.
I'm inspired every day. So yeah, I mean, I love her. I love her to death.
Yeah.
She's I'm so lucky to have her. Honestly, Doc, I mean, I know that you're going to keep my secrets because you're my therapist.
I'll do my best.
Women are hitting on me all the time, you know?
Really?
Yeah, like the other day I got a message. I get a lot of messages on Instagram.
You know what? I'm going to stop you right here. I'm going to stop you right here because we're out of time.
No, hold on.
And actually, you're going to have to pay me a lot more money for me to listen to the rest of this story. Because as much as I appreciate you and your pretend relationships on Instagram, I am most interested in the relationship that is going to last.
No, but I just wanted to tell you
so
a funny...
So if you just actually hang on to that, you know, if you just hold on to it and you put it deep down, deep into your subconscious heart. So
you think that's a good... You think I should suppress it? Mm-hmm. Well, because I was going to tell a joke.
I think you should actually delete it.
Okay.
And forget it because you actually don't have enough money to pay me to listen to that story.
Well, okay.
Okay, so thanks so much for coming in. Beep.
Bye.
Bye. Wow. I'm really glad that you...
Ding! What? That's our apartment opens. Our elevator opens right into our apartment.
Yeah.
So, hey, babe. I'm home from therapy.
Hey. So glad you're here.
How was your session?
What's up? What's up, Greg?
Is this episode 3 right now? Did you just start another episode?
No.
We're just saying.
Yeah.
Did it run out?
Oh, I thought you said it was over.
No, we're still going.
No, we're still going. Yeah, that was just the end of our role play.
That was the end of our role play. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. We confused Greg. We actually committed. Wow, it's done. We committed so hard to the bit that Greg got up and was ready to turn the camera off.
Yeah. We should get Oscars.
We actually should.
How was therapy?
It doesn't skip a beat.
Yeah.
It was really good. You know, I feel like my therapist was sort of like weirdly on your side.
Wow.
Today.
That's weird. Maybe it's a misogyny thing.
Yeah, it felt violent. It felt like he was choosing violence.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to stop seeing him.
Yeah, my therapist, it's so odd that you say that because my therapist seemed like she drank a gallon of dumb bitch juice.
Really? Why do you say that?
She just was like, she was interrupting me a lot and she had...
that must be awful for you because I know how much you hate interrupting.
I think interrupting is actually it should be one of the 7 deadly sins. It's
like interrupting, I think, is probably the worst quality you can have as a human being.
Yeah.
The worst. Mm-hmm. You know? It's like I hated David Duke, but then I heard that he was interrupting people, and I was like, okay, burn this man.
Yeah, you know, I do think it's a horrible quality, but sometimes it's a necessity, like not for you or me, but like in some situations, people try to dominate the conversation all the time because they always have like a bit on hand or like a line. Like they're just used to sitting in like a big circle of friends and just kind of like trying to like snap on each other, and so they kind of bring that energy to everything they do, and then when you just try to speak, they call it interrupting, even though it's just 2 people.
Right, yeah. But
that's just all hypothetical.
You know what's so funny is like it's crazy because other people will like jump in and be like, hey, I was listening to you talk to this other person, and every time he spoke over you, and his name's Andy, but that's none of my business. Bye.
That's weird. It sounds like maybe they drank some of the same refreshment that my therapist was drinking.
Sounds crazy.
They must be selling that at a lot of bodegas. Anyways, all right, let's do our arguments now. I think that I'm less fucked up because I don't try to evade as much. I don't try to dominate through lawyery semantics and just like kind of speaking loud. I'm open, I'm open to the conversation. I see my faults and I don't try to like just get in there through almost like when you want to talk about things, I think that you almost kind of see them as like a wrestling match. Like you're like, if I'm the stronger of the two, I'm right. Like kind of like history will judge me type of thing.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm just kind of like in the moment, and I think, probably just because this is a comedy podcast, people will vote for you also because they're just going to resent me for the thing I said at the beginning where I was like, don't just vote for Rosebud because you like Two Less Lonely Girls.
Yeah.
But I do think I'm right, and I do think that history will judge you.
Okay, I'm going to make... okay, is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to say that I am more fucked up, but I still win.
Okay.
Because I have learned to make my faults work for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I learned how to wear them in a nice way.
Damn.
So
Fuck the whole game up.
I fucked the whole game up.
Okay.
I will say that I am the most fucked up, and I'm fucking proud of it.
Yeah.
And so now if I lose...
What is this move you're doing right now?
If I lose, I still win.
Okay. All right.
Hair flip.
That's great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
So I'm stunting on these hoes.
We'll put
and I know what that means.
We'll put the poll on the Patreon. Unfortunately, you will only be able to vote if you are a patron. Sorry, that's just people pay to be part of the club.
Right.
There is a bistro May 27th. If you are not
May
a
27th,
VIB,
7 p.m. EST.
ESTPN. And
we have a bad advice segment.
Yeah. Is there anything else you need to announce? Like, did you get any new live date bookings? Aren't you doing Connecticut or something?
I don't know yet.
All right. We won't do those.
We won't go.
I will be at Zany's Chicago, July 30th, 31st, and August 1st. So if you're in the Chicago area, come on through. Get on down.
Okay.
Come on, people now. Tell on your neighbors. We live in a Gestapo state. This is not a safe place. Come on down. All right.
Okay. Here we go. This is kind of a long one. All right. This is from Stephanie. Stephanie is one of our patrons.
No, I know. It was just a long one.
Okay. I want to give you this whole situation. I need help breaking up with my church.
Whoa.
I grew up in a conservative Christian home, and like most of us, when I got into the real world, I realized I'm not a conservative Christian. I got involved in a small local church about 10 years ago when I thought that was still what was right for me. Made a lot of friends, most of whom I'm still friends with today. They still invite me to church functions and Bible studies, and I'll be honest, sometimes I go just for the free food and to catch up with friends. But now I feel more stress and anxiety when they reach out to me. I know I need to just cut ties, but I don't know how. And I know I'll get judged and get the whole "you need to be saved and you're going to hell" type of talk. Any bad advice is appreciated.
I mean, that honestly seems pretty easy to me.
Yeah?
Yeah. I've got two quick solutions.
Okay.
One, convert to a different religion. That's
Convert
easy.
to Islam.
Yeah, convert to Islam. Mm-hmm. They'll get it.
Yep.
Say that you realize that there is one God and one true God, and his name is Allah. Bless him. And you could do that. You also live in the Ohio area, I believe. There's a lot of mosques available to you. There's a lot of converts. Head up to Toledo. It's the largest.
No, she doesn't live in Ohio.
Isn't that? Oh, no, Steph's in Florida.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of mosques down there. Come on. Otherwise, I would say fake your own death. Those are my two easy ones.
Convert to Islam or fake your own death. It's two very simple solutions.
Yeah.
So those are your options.
Do you have a third?
I think the third one would be just find a woman and make her your girlfriend.
But
If she's part of a conservative Christian church, the other option next to converting to Islam is to find a girlfriend.
yeah.
Okay, easy.
Or you could fuck a dead body.
Or you could fuck a dead body.
That would probably get you uninvited.
There's a lot of those in Florida laying around, from
Yeah.
what I've heard
Yeah.
on the news.
I still think faking your own death is probably the easiest.
Yeah, probably.
And also, probably get a good, cool podcast out of it later on.
Yeah. So we've given you a lot of really solid solutions, Steph.
Usually
and
people
if
have
one
to
of those
pay for
doesn't
those.
work, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Because telling them you're not interested anymore is just not an option.
Yeah.
And telling them that you have evolved as a human out of this part of your life, it's just, nobody likes that.
Another non-option.
It's a non-option. We can't be honest. That is one thing that is just absolutely unacceptable. You cannot be honest with these people. They're your friends, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. That's the
So-
last people you want to be honest with.
Lie.
Lie.
Other than that, you guys,
We love you.
we love you. Wash your... Oh, wait, we already announced the VI Beach.
Yep.
The VI Bistro.
Yeah, we did.
Wash your hands. Don't lick your lover's eyeballs. Don't spit in their mouths unless it's a committed monogamous
Monogamous
relationship. And we'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.